Hello, my name is Pilu. This is a 30 minutes intermediate level sequence to start the day and energize the body. So let's come to the front of the mat. Feet hips distance apart or toes touching each other. Squeeze the glutes a little bit, bring the inner thighs together. Navel in and up. So we start to feel the opening of the ribs when we inhale by doing this. Shoulders back and down. Chin slightly down and close your eyes. Lift your toes up. Feel the rooting sensation going down. Feel stable in this standing pose. Fingers activated, pointing down. Back to your navel. Bring it in and up. Open your eyes. Inhale, rise your hands up. Look at your thumbs and keep going up. In your next inhale, open the chest and maybe go with your hands a little bit back. And forwards and down. Feel free to bend the knees. Hands on the floor, hands on your chins. Inhale, up. Lengthen the spine, look forward, shoulders away from your ears. Bring the weight more to your toes. And down. And we go again. Up, down. So when we go up, we inhale, we expand the ribs. When we go down, we start by drawing the navel in towards the spine. Inhale up, down. One more time. And down. Grab your elbows, bend the knees a little bit, and move side to side. Hands on the mat. Step with one foot at a time back and find your first downward dog of this practice. Hands, shoulders distance apart, feet, hips distance apart. Push through your hands to draw that tailbone to the sky. Relax the neck. We say yes, we say no. And back to your breath. Use your inhale to expand the ribs. Allow that navel to go in and up. Exhale, push a bit harder with your hands and keep drawing the navel towards your spine. One more time. Bringing the feet together. Lift your right leg up. The weight on your hands, it's equal. It's the same on both hands. The hips are facing down, parallel to the mat. Lift your left heel. Draw the right knee to your chest. Bring more weight onto your hands. Keep pushing the floor. The scapulas are apart. We are rounding a little bit the upper part of the back. And back, extending the right leg, three-leg downward dog. Inhale to prepare. And when you exhale, lift the left heel up. Right knee to your chest. And back, inhale. 3 more times. Don't need to rush. We go slowly. We want to be aware of the movement. Last one. And step in between your hands. You can always use your hands to help that foot to go forward. Drop your left knee down. For a moment, just observe that your knee is aligned with your heel and rise your hands up. Draw the navel in and up. Bringing the left hand down, open the right hand up, we go for a twist. Dropping the right hand down, lift your left knee up and kick back. Now we bring one hip on top of the other one, the right foot goes back, you can bend it, heels to your hips. And down into a downward dog. Inhale through the nose. Exhale by the mouth. Feet together. Lift your left leg up. Find the same amount of weight in both hands, hips facing down. Lift the right heel up. Inhale, and when you exhale, bring the left knee to your chest. The weights travel more to your hands. Keep pushing the floor so the scapulas are apart.
and back into a 3-leg downward dog. We go 4 more times. Inhale, lift the right heel up, left knee to your chest, and back. Last one. If I'm not wrong, actually I lost my count, but it's okay, we do one more in worst case scenario. And we step in between the hands. You can use your hand to help that foot to go forward. Drop your right knee down, squeeze your glutes a little bit, lift your hands up. Navel in, the belly try to go away from that leg, from the left leg. Drop the right hand down, open the left one up. For now, the knee is still on top of the heel and align with the hips. Drop the left hand down and we go back into a 3-leg downward dog. Open one hip on top of the other one, bend the knee and heel to the buttocks. Bringing that leg down, find your down dog. Inhale through the nose, exhale by the mouth. And walk towards your hands. Bring the hands on your chins or keep it on the floor. Inhale, lengthen the spine. Exhale, fall forward. Squeeze a bit the glutes. Inhale, rise your hands up, lift your chest up. Fingers together. Go a little bit back, open the chest. And hands down to the heart center. Beautiful. Let's give a bit more movement, more flow to this. Starting again with your feet together and heels apart, the toes together, or feet hips distance apart. Squeeze slightly the glute and just bring to feel this intention as well of bringing the inner thighs together. Navel in and up, shoulders back, relax, fingers pointing down. Inhale, rise your arms up. Open that chest with your inhale, open your ribs. Exhale goes forward, the navel starts to go in, trying to touch the spine and down. Hands on the mat or in your shins. Inhale, lengthen the spine. Exhale, squeeze that navel in, reach the floor. You can always bend the knees and find your downward dog. Bringing the feet together. Lift your right leg up. Inhale deeply. And when you exhale, bring the weight to your hands, knee to your chest, and step. This time we keep the left knee up, squeeze the glutes, lift your hands up. Bringing your left hand down, open the right one up. Left knee down, come up with your chest. So we keep this twist. You can stay here or you can grab your left foot. Hands on the mat. Lift your left knee up and kick back into a 3-leg downward dog. Bring the right knee to your chest one more time and pass it towards the left hand. Extend that leg, hips down, shoulders away from the ears. And back up into a 3-leg downward dog. Open the leg to the side, bring the weight to your hand, and back up into a 3-leg downward dog. One more time, bring the right knee to your chest. Step in between your hands. Drop your left heel down and we find the warrior 2. Go maybe a little bit lower with the hip. You can always check your knee is on top of your heel and not forward, and squeeze that right glute. Flip your right palm up. Inhale. Exhale, reverse warrior. One more time, come back. Inhale. Exhale, reverse warrior. Come back up. Extend the right leg. Bring the toes inside, hands on your hip. In your next inhale, open the ribs. And when you exhale, squeeze your navel in and go forward. Keeping the hands on your hips is an option. Squeezing the scapulas behind, or you can bring the hands on the floor. And align the heel of your hands with the heel of your feet. Shoulders always away from the ears. Inhale up. Just halfway up, lengthening the spine. Exhale down. So if you were holding your hips, you can grab your elbows here. If you have the hands on the floor, you can grab your toes. Or if you want to go for an upside down, feel free to go into a tree pose. Tripod pose. As long as you have it. Don't try this on the first time. If you're in tripod, just start to go slowly down. And then everyone lift the chest up halfway, lengthen the spine. Exhale where you are. Inhale all the way up, rise your hands up. Open, and now we open the left foot. And we find the warrior two on the other side. Again, squeeze your left glutes and make sure the knee it's not forward than the heel. Flip your palm up, inhale, exhale, reverse warrior. Come back, inhale, exhale, reverse warrior. Go back, bring your hands on the mat and find your down dog. Inhale through the nose. Exhale by the mouth. Feet together. Lift your left leg up. Bring the left knee to your chest. Weight more into your hands. And step with your foot in between your hands. Keep your right knee up. Rise your hands up. Bring your right hand down. Open the left one up. Bring your left hand down and kick back into a three-leg downward dog. One more time, bring the left knee to your chest, step in between your hands, drop your right knee down. Just going to change like this. I'm facing you this time. And come into a twist. You can stay here or you can bend the left knee and hold your foot. And hands down. Kick with that left leg back into a three-leg downward dog. Bring in the left knee to your chest this time. Once we arrive there, we bring it to the right hand. Extend the leg and drop your hips down. Relax the shoulders. And back into a three-leg downward dog. Open the legs to the side. Bring the weight on your hands. We go for a plank. And back into a three-leg downward dog. Bring the left foot down. Inhale. Exhale by your mouth. You can walk with your feet towards the front or you can go for a jump here. If you want to go for a jump with me, bring the feet together. One step forward. Push the floor with your hands. Look in between your hands and bend a little bit the knees. Try to feel like your back is rounding a little bit. Like we are drawing the navel in and rounding a little bit. Inhale, and when you exhale, think about bringing your hips up. Hands on the floor on your shins, lengthen the spine. Exhale down. Inhale, rise your hands up. Exhale, hands on the heart center. Bring your hands next to your hips. Focus on something in front of you that is not moving. Feet together. This time they can be the whole feet together in contact. And lift your heels up. Squeeze the glutes. Keep drawing your navel in. Everything activated is going to help you for the balance. And bend the knees. Keeping these heels up. Going up those heels and the buttocks going down. Good. Just going to change position. We stay with the heels up. Open the knees and walk with your hands forward.
You can stay here, then you can bring your hands to hold your heels. One more breath. And come up with your chest, knees together, and just find the floor with your hips. Step with your feet in front. Recline a little bit back, feeling the extension of the spine. We are still lengthening the spine, relaxing the shoulders down. Maybe by doing this, you already feel a little bit on your abs. And in the next exhale, bring one leg up. Inhale. Exhale the other one. Keep drawing that navel in and up. You can keep the hands next to your hips to find the balance. You can bring your hands up, but make sure we are not rounding the spine. Sometimes we have the tendency to do that, so just go back to the pose, recline back, find the lengthening, and go again with your legs up. Relax the muscles of your face. You can stay here, you can extend them too, as long as we are not sacrificing the alignment on the back. One more breath. And crossing the leg without touching the mat, give yourself a nice hug. Bringing the hands in front. Find a tabletop. Hands shoulder distance apart, knees hips distance apart. Push with your hands to make a space in between the scapulas. That's why I'm saying sometimes rounding a little bit the upper part of the spine. Navel in and up, and squeeze a bit your glutes. Close your eyes and we stay here just for one breath to be aware of this pose. And in your next inhale, you can open the eyes, open the chest try to go forward. So we are going to arch the lower back and look up. Exhale, round. We go to the opposite movement. Inhale, open the chest. Exhale, try to connect with each vertebra, the movement. Every time we find a rounding or an arching. And round. One more time. Come back to neutral, and let's find again the downward dog. Tuck your toes, push back into a downward dog. Inhale deeply through the nose. Exhale by the mouth. Lifting your left leg up this time. Lift the right heel up and bring the weight more to your hands. Drop the right heel down, so I'm kind of on a side plank. And from here, my left foot is going to go back, and left hand is going to lift up. Wild thing. So I'm not really stepping on my left foot, I can even have it on the air. Open the chest. And back to a three-leg downward dog. And down with that left foot. Let's lift now the right one up. Left heel up, bring the weight more to your hands. We are kind of trying to find this side plank. We drop the left heel down, lift your right hand up and the right foot goes back. And back into a three-leg downward dog. And down. Inhale through the nose. Exhale by the mouth. Let's give this a little bit more of flow. Feet together. Rise your left. Let's start with the right one actually. Rise your right leg up. Bring the right knee to your chest. Step in between your hands. Squeeze your glutes. Keep your left heel up and rise your hands up. Open the hands. Go for a twist now. Right hand goes back. Left one forward.
Bringing the left hand down. Keep opening the chest, that right hand up. Bring the right hand down and find a 3-leg downward dog. Knee to your chest. We keep going with the right one. We bring now the right knee to the left ankle and open the leg. Hips down. Push back into a 3-leg downward dog. Open the leg to the side, the right leg to the right side, come into a plank. Push back into a 3-leg downward dog. Lift again your left heel up, drop it to the left side and find wild thing. So bring the right hand back, the right leg back. Come back to the mat with both hands, 3-leg downward dog. And down into a downward dog. Beautiful. Inhale through the nose. Exhale by the mouth. Feet together. Let's go with the left one. Left leg up. Knee to your chest. Step in between your hands. Squeeze your glutes a little bit. Lift your hands up. Woo, I'm sweating here. Bring the right hand forward, the left one back. Bring the right hand down, left hand up. The hips remain down. Hands on the mat, kick back into a 3-leg downward dog. Left knee to your chest, then left knee to the right hand. Open the leg on the side, drop your hips down. Back into a 3-leg downward dog. Open the left leg on the side, go into a plank. Back into 3-leg downward dog. Let's go for wild thing. So lift your right heel up, feel the weight on your hands, go into the side plank. Right heel down, open the chest. And back to the mat. Back with both legs down. This time, toes touching each other. Open the knees wide apart and find a child pose, a well-deserved child pose. Inhale through the nose. Exhale by the mouth. Lifting up your chest a little bit. Find a lying down position facing down the mat. Open your arms in cross. Place your right cheek on the floor. Or you can actually start with whatever cheek is more comfortable to be watching at the screen for the first time. We go with both sides anyway. And I'm going to roll my hips back. And with the arm in front, I can just rest it here or bring it back. With the leg on top, I can step. Or if your body is inviting you to go deeper, you can extend. Trying to open a little bit the pecs. Actually, it's a little bit of twist as well. Relax your shoulders. Make sure there is a lot of space in between the ears and the shoulders. And go back slowly. I'm going to try to skip the microphone this time. Open the other arm. Rotate with your hips away. You can keep going. I'm just adjusting all the microphone things here. Good. And come back. Slowly. Bring the elbows under the shoulders. With the elbows we go backward and with the chest we go forward. Just going to adjust myself a bit on the mat. Again, the neck is completely free. The ears are far from the shoulders.
I'm still squeezing a little bit my glutes. I'm not completely relaxed yet in this pose. And help with your hands to push yourself back. You can sit on your heels. Interlock your fingers behind. Hands goes down and the chest goes up. If you're very flexible, feel free to place your hands. What we are trying to do here is to open from the waist up. So we want to keep the waist on top of the hips, not reclining back. And release. Bringing the legs in front. We lying down on the mat. Bring the right knee to your chest. Give yourself a nice hug. Check for a moment where are your shoulders and make sure they are pressing down the mat, just relaxing by the weight of the bones. And we are not holding them up. Chin slightly in. And now move the hips slightly towards the right side. Open your right arm, we go for a twist. With the left hand on top of the right knee, just bring it to the other side. As far as your shoulder, your right shoulder is touching always the mat. If at some point you lift up, just go back and feel that contact of your shoulder with the mat. It doesn't matter if the knee is touching or not the floor. Now bring your left hand on your hips. Inhale. And when you exhale, with your hand, push your hips far from your chest and diagonal to the right. Like if you want to make it apart from your body. You can relax your hand. Inhale deeply, expand your ribs. And when you exhale, squeeze the navel in and see if you go a bit deeper. If you don't, it's okay. Once you reach your H, it's okay. That's the point where I can go. Relax your tummy, relax your abs, and see what happens. And back to center. Extending the right leg. Bend the left one. Again, relax the shoulders down, chin slightly in. Move the hips slightly towards the left side this time. Open your left arm, right hand on the knee, and drop that knee towards the right. Bringing the right hand on the hips. Inhale. And when you exhale, push the hips towards your feet and a bit to the diagonal of the right side. And then you can relax your arm. Inhale, expanding your ribs, the navel in and up. Exhale, squeeze the navel in and see if you can go a bit more deeper into this pose. Sometimes when we say go deeper, it doesn't mean that then your leg is going to drop down. It's just a feeling. It's something that happens inside that then you feel you are tapping a bit deeper where you are. Once you find the edge, just relax your abs and observe. Bringing the knees to your chest, both of them. Give yourself a nice hug. Inhale through the nose. Open your mouth, exhale, and release your legs, release your arms, and find your final pose, Shavasana. Stay here as long as you need, this well-deserved Shavasana. And thank you very much for coming to practice with me. Namaste.